Right, let's see what's the spiritual message that you need to know. Three of air. Okay, the energy of heartbreak. Seven of air and three of fire. Wow. Deception, betrayal, heartbreak, but moving on. That's a beautiful energy, but you're also feeling a sense of abandonment or feeling left out in the cold. What you thought was your happily ever after, what you thought was going to be your future, your complete package of abundance, is not the same anymore. We've got the 10 of swords jumping out, but a bunch of cards are jumping out, so I'm just going to take one. So the energy is really heavy. The energy is like tons of messages at once, but the clearest channel that's coming through is there's heartbreak, there's pain of betrayal, there's pain of feeling like someone has left you behind, like you don't matter. But the essence of it, this whole journey is about seeing it as a blessing in disguise, seeing it as the best thing that has ever happened to you. I know while it's happening, it's not easy to think that while you're feeling this heartbreak, the three of air and the seven of air, it's not as bad as your consciousness is making you believe. Eight of air, so a lot of air energy, so that's like the mind in this deck. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels actually have just protected you from something major. So this ending that has happened, I know you, from your perspective, from your viewpoint, from your analysis of what you have seen, this felt like you've lost something very huge, or you've lost the best thing that could have ever happened to you. But in the universe's lens, it's like the universe heard the conversations that you didn't. The universe saw things that you still haven't seen with your physical eyes. The universe saw that, and it did feel like forever. It felt like a soulmate connection, I'm not denying that, but it was rooted in immaturity, rooted in naivety, rooted in defining the experience from the honeymoon phase rather than defining it by the events that are actually what it should be defined by, if that makes sense. You were defining the connection and you were putting way more emphasis on the part where the connection was in its honeymoon phase, instead of focusing on the version of this individual that they turned into. You were hoping they would stay the same. You were hoping they would go back to being that version who you met, but they are not that anymore. You can't live out the entirety of this connection hoping that the version you met would come back, or the version you met is in there somewhere and it will magically reappear or something. You gotta let go. You've been left out in the cold for a while. You've been ignored, you've been neglected emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially. This connection has drained you in ways, in all the ways that I just mentioned actually. And it has shook your stability, it has challenged you, it has destroyed your emotions. There is no point. It's a blessing in disguise, this reading, the Tower and Two of Fire. Moving on is the theme. Leaving this behind for good. There is no going back. Don't I said, don't hold on to the version of them that was there in the first 6 months that they showed you. The real them, the real version of them, is what you have been seeing for a good little while, maybe the past couple of months. That's the real them. Don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore the nudge that you got. Do not ignore the signs that you've gotten about the reality of this whole thing. Don't ignore it. The universe has screamed at you loud and clear. Find the strength within. It's already there. The universe wouldn't put you in this position if it didn't think you were strong enough to handle it. find it within you to stick to walking away for good instead of hoping and praying and manifesting that the version of them that you met would magically reappear. It's gone. That was a mask. That version of them was just a facade. Yeah. See, in the end, it's your call. You want divine union, you want the soulmate kind of a relationship. This is not it. You have to let this go and move on to get to where you actually aspire to be, to get to the kind of a relationship that you spiritually desire, not just materialistically or physically. Alright? Yeah. I guess that's it. I hope you took something out of this.